Mark Zuckerberg said, ideas don't come out fully formed. When I came across this quote too, I was so impressed. Ideas don't come out fully formed. They only become clearer as you work on them. You just have to get started. That's what Mark Zuckerberg said. Ideas. She has an idea. She started. You just have to get started. So that's what Mark Zuckerberg is saying. Please, next slide. So this is my story. So in 2019, in 2018, an edge came to me in the sense when I remember when I was in secondary school, my final year in secondary school, we were treating constitution as a course in government as one of our electives. And we were treating the constitution, but I realized I didn't know much of the constitution. So when I completed and I came home, I realized, it's not only me, but a lot of the young people too don't know the constitution. So I remember in 2019, I came back from, I told you I took 2 years off to work before I went to school. I was sitting in my parents' single room with my back at I think one of some stuff. And I was just thinking, this constitution something, I can develop something out of it. Just an idea. I can develop something. And the journey started growing, falling, failing, growing, stepping up. And today, by the grace of God, we are not where we want to go to, but we know we'll get there. But we are somewhere. We are not where we used to be. So that's it. This is our first school that we went to. That's my alma mater. And guys, despite the fact that there are problems around, there are solutions around too. The solutions are just indirect. You may not see them with your physical eye, but there are solutions. I realized I want to speak on constitution. I want to speak with people. Where will I get people to speak with? My alma mater. When I was in school, I was the school prefect. I spoke to the head teacher and she knows me. I want to do this. Oh, and is this not a good thing? She said, why not? And she gave me the opportunity. So I spoke with these peoples about the constitution. You can see they are having nose masks. So that's coronavirus era. So we are just going to look through some short steps you can take action. That's 4 steps you can take action. So 4 steps for taking action. First one, see the problem. So then I saw the constitution as a problem. And I went to the school. Then link it to a goal. Remember I said I didn't even know it was SDG 4, but I got to know it now. So I link into a goal. So that's what I'm embarking on. I link it to SDG goal. That's what is it, quality education. Then start with what you have. You can go back to the first one because this one was just last year at Amamoma, Cape Coast. The third one. So start with what you have. The third picture there was when I journeyed to University of Cape Coast when I was embarking on a personal project. I told you I started a show before I even joined a media house. And the show I started, I took it upon myself to journey from my house, Accra, to University of Cape Coast to interview student leaders. Nobody have asked me. I was doing volunteer work at Ghana Broadcasting Corporation. I took permission and I went to University of Cape Coast. I want to hear the voice of young people. So I went there for 1 week and I interviewed students, the SRC. I interviewed the SRC and all that. I was in the media household and I did it. And along the line, that's my career. But with my organization and my foundation, I said, I can't take the journey from Accra to Cape Coast and not doing something for my organization. So then we bought books, storybooks, and went to a school, Amamoma, that's the name of the community. I went to a school. We had planned ahead. That's when I was about to leave. And we went there and we embarked on our project. And the books that we are having, we're able to buy 5 books. 5. Someone will say, Nasi, sir. That's what we could afford. Do you understand? So do what you can do. So the first one is what? The 4 steps we are doing or we are learning the formula. See the problem. Second one, link it to a goal. The goals are a lot. 3, start with what you have. And we started with the going to the school at Amomoma, although we have been to a lot of schools already. Then 4, tell your story to inspire others. The fourth one is just last 2 months. Is it April or May? I spoke to my pastor at church that I want to speak to the teens church, and they said, okay, no problem. So I spoke to them about the SDGs.